You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Jack Miller delivered a scathing comment after the dramatic conclusion of the 2025 Austrian MotoGP race. The Australian rider couldn't hide his disappointment, especially after finishing last, a rare occurrence for Miller on a track that is usually quite friendly to him. In a post-race interview, Miller emphasized that the main cause of his slump was the characteristics of the Michelin rear tire, which he felt was completely unsuitable for the Yamaha bike at the Red Bull Ring. He even accused the tire's performance of causing him to lose grip early in the race, making him unable to compete with his rivals. I'm frustrated. The Michelin rear tire we used in Austria didn't work well for the Yamaha bike at all. From the first lap, I struggled to maintain pace, the bike felt wild, and I lost grip in almost every corner. In the end, I was just fighting to finish the race, not to compete, said Miller, sounding frustrated. Miller, now riding for Pernat Yamaha, had actually shown some promise in practice, but when it came to the main race, his performance plummeted. He also believes Michelin must take responsibility for providing a solution, as this situation not only harms him but also undermines the team's overall strategy. If situations like this continue, it will be very difficult for us to maintain consistency. I know each circuit has different characteristics, but tires should be able to provide consistent performance. Austria proved otherwise. I don't think Yamaha is the only team experiencing problems, but we are the ones most affected, Miller added. And hear the full news. The 2025 Austrian MotoGP race at the Red Bull Ring left Jack Miller with a major disappointment. Instead of a competitive performance in front of a crowd eagerly awaiting his performance, the Australian rider ended up finishing last. This result immediately sparked harsh criticism from Miller, who loudly blamed the Michelin rear tire as the primary cause of his slump. Miller, currently riding for Pernat Yamaha, had actually shown positive performance in free practice. His times were quite stable, and he even appeared comfortable with the bike's setup on Friday. However, everything changed drastically when entering the main race session. From the start, Miller struggled to maintain pace. The lack of rear grip prevented his Yamaha from keeping pace with the riders ahead. In a post-race interview, Miller couldn't hide his frustration. With a tone of disappointment and anger, he harshly criticized Michelin for failing to provide a tire with consistent performance. I'm very frustrated. The Michelin rear tire we used in Austria wasn't a good fit for the Yamaha at all. From the first lap, I lost grip, the bike felt wild, and I couldn't push as hard as I normally would. For me, it was a truly torturous race. Instead of fighting for the podium, I was just struggling to stay on the track until the finish line, said Miller, his expression full of disappointment. According to Miller, this problem wasn't just a simple performance drop. He felt the characteristics of the tire supplied by Michelin at the Austrian GP weren't suited to the Yamaha's needs. This situation made the Yamaha's engine power feel wasted because it wasn't being properly transmitted to the asphalt. Yamaha has worked hard, and the team has tried to provide the best settings, but it all fell apart when the tire didn't work. Austria is a track with stop-and-go acceleration, and the tire should be able to provide stable grip. In reality, I lost speed in every corner and straight-line acceleration was a mess. It's a shame because our potential was just destroyed, he added. This poor result at the Red Bull Ring also tarnished Miller's record, which is usually quite competitive in Austria. Previously, Miller was known as one of the riders capable of mastering the circuit's characteristics. However, this year, he couldn't even compete with the middle of the pack, ultimately ending up stranded at the back of the grid. Miller also emphasized that the tire issues were not only detrimental to him personally, but also to the morale of the Pernat Yamaha team, which had high hopes for the Austrian race. For me, this is unfair. We came well prepared, Yamaha worked day and night, and the mechanics did their best. But everything was lost just because of the tires. Michelin must provide answers and solutions, because I'm sure I'm not the only one complaining. But unfortunately, at Yamaha, the impact is much greater. If this continues, it's hard to imagine how we can compete throughout the season, Miller concluded. This result is clearly a stark warning for Yamaha and Michelin. Yamaha needs to find a strategy to overcome weaknesses on certain tracks, while Michelin must respond to Miller's harsh criticism to ensure similar problems don't recur in future races. Now the public is waiting to see whether Miller will bounce back in the upcoming races, or will only be further hampered by unresolved technical issues. What's certain is that Miller's harsh comments have inflamed the atmosphere at the 2025 Austrian MotoGP paddock, opening a new chapter in the debate over the consistency of Michelin tires, which have long drawn criticism from riders. Carlo Pernat, a seasoned MotoGP observer known for his unwavering, blunt opinions, has once again captured public attention after offering a controversial view on a major rumor circulating in the paddock. Recently, wild speculation has surfaced that Jack Miller will be the victim of a major overhaul at Yamaha once World SBK star Toprak Razgatlioglu officially moves up to MotoGP in 2026. However, Pernat has called this scenario too hasty to believe. According to Pernat, Miller possesses strategic value that will make Yamaha reconsider releasing him. His extensive MotoGP experience, aggressive and entertaining riding style, and ability to build strong relationships with the technical team are considered crucial assets for Yamaha's long-term project. Furthermore, non-technical factors such as attractiveness to sponsors and popularity in the international market are also strong reasons why Miller will be retained in the main team. Conversely, Pernat believes that Alex Rin's position is far more threatened. Despite his immense talent and wealth of experience, Rin's performance since joining Yamaha has not shown the consistency expected. His racing results have been inconsistent, and his past injury record has Yamaha management worried about his physical fitness for a demanding full season. In Pernat's view, it would be more realistic for Yamaha to release Rins than Miller, especially if the team's target is regular podium finishes in every race. What makes this scenario even more interesting is how Yamaha's 2026 lineup has the potential to create major breakthroughs. Jack Miller on the main team alongside another key rider, along with the arrival of Toprak Razgatlioglu on the Pramac Yamaha satellite team, would form a unique combination, two riders with equally explosive combative characters, but on different teams. Miller is known for his quick-fire pace on the track, while Toprak's extreme late-braking style is already legendary in World SBK. Pernat said that if this lineup were to materialize, Yamaha would enter a completely new phase, one that would no longer play it safe. Just imagine, Miller on the factory team brings experience and a winning mentality, while Toprak on the satellite team brings a sense of surprise and aggressiveness that Yamaha has never had before. It's like having two deadly weapons on the battlefield, Pernat said confidently. Not only that, the impact on the MotoGP competitive landscape will also be profound. Ducati, which has dominated with its formidable fleet of riders, and with Marc Marquez returning to peak form, will face a new threat from a more aggressive and risk-taking Yamaha. Fans are sure to welcome this with great enthusiasm, as the duel between Miller, Toprak, Marquez, and Ducati riders like Bagnaia or Martin will be an incredibly intense spectacle. With all these considerations in mind, Pernat is confident that Yamaha will undergo not just change, but a revolution. If this scenario occurs, Yamaha in 2026 will be a truly wow team, not just on paper, but also on the track, he emphasized.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so